Hi there, and welcome to PW Talk. This is the first edition of the so-called PW Talk. I did a couple of similar videos to this on YouTube, but they were entitled Mod Talk and then Fan Fiction Talk. They were mostly fan fiction related, but Froggy came to me the other day on Twitter and suggested I do something specifically PW related, so I'm having a crack at it. I've got a free house. My family's away on vacation or holiday at the minute, so I thought I'd give it a go. I'm just going to talk general PW stuff. A few of you have posted stuff that I can discuss, so that's been a big help. I've even made notes here. I've came all prepared to help us with this video. My last few videos have been about 15 minutes long, but I expect this one to be a little longer. But YouTube should be able to manage with that just fine. Just a little disclaimer before I start things. I'm trying to speak slowly and coherently, so everyone can understand us, because I know a few people across the pond and even a few people down south might have a bit trouble understanding my accent. So I'm trying to be, you know, trying to avoid all all slang, and I'm going to try and be clear, and hopefully all you guys can understand us, so I don't have to add subtitles to anything. This video is just one take. I'm uploading what I've done here. I'm not going to add anything. I'm not going to edit it in Windows Movie Maker or anything like that. It's just going to be what you see is what you get. So anyway, moving on. It's nearly 20 to 1 in the morning, GMT time, and my voice is a bit croaky. I've had a few drinks. My friends just left, so I'm not drunk anything. I've just had a few beers. But I thought it would be a nice little thing to do before I go to bed. I'm wide awake now, so I thought I'd get it over and done with, and hopefully give you guys a show that you enjoy, and possibly I might be the first of many. So anyway, I'll get on with the discussion points. Froggy kindly gave me 4 or 5 discussion points to talk, and the first was aspirations for Sunderland this season. Sorry, I apologise for all the ers and ums. This is the first time in a while I've done this, so I'm a little rusty. It's actually the second time I've been in front of a camera today, but I won't get into that too much. I don't want to digress. Yeah, aspiration for Sunderland this season. First of all, a top 10 finish. Yes, please. We finished 10th in the Bruce, so I'm confident we can do it again under O'Neill. I'd be really happy with 10th or 9th. You know, I'm not getting my hopes up too much. I'd be over the moon with 10th. I think with the squad we've got, or potentially could have, with the likes of Fletcher being linked to McGeady, 10th certainly is in our reach. Other than that, I'd love 3 points against Newcastle, of course. We've had a horrible run against them in the past few seasons. We've been desperately unlucky. So yeah, 3 points against Newcastle, I'd be over the moon with that. The second point is my experience with the Echo. Froggy wanted me to go more in depth about that, so here you go. Basically, the Echo every season for the past few seasons has had a panel of 5 people on a Friday giving a preview of the match, and on the Monday they'll give the review. So basically, I'm one of 5 people who will give a short, it's only 200 words. I write up, so for example, I wrote up 200 words today, a preview on the match against Arsenal on Saturday. At the end of the preview, I had to give it a prediction. For the record, my prediction was Arsenal 2, Sunderland 0, for anyone who's interested. So yeah, you give a preview, all 5 of us give previews, 200 word previews each. That makes a 1,000 word feature. So the panel previews it, and then on the Monday, after the game is finished, you'll see our review in the Echo, another 200 word review, just summing up what we thought of the game, why we went wrong, or hopefully why we went right. The right things we did. So yeah, it's a decent little thing. I mean, the Echo it's got an alright circulation, you know. most of my family read it, a lot of my friends read it, so a lot of people are chuffed that that I've got this opportunity. I'm so thankful for getting this opportunity. Just to have my name out there, and it's a great experience and it's something to put on my CV, and I'm really pleased and proud to be able to do it. It's a great opportunity. I can't wait to just do it throughout the season. It's get my name in the paper. I've got a picture of me and my name next to it. It's gonna be a bit surreal, but at the same time it's a great opportunity. I'm thrilled. My Premiership expectations this year is the 3rd point Froggy raised. Top scorers, I think Man City and Man United's going to dominate the top scoring charts, especially. For Man City, I expect Tevez and Aguero to feature heavily. You know, Tevez didn't feature much last season. You already know the reasons why he didn't feature, but I think him and Aguero's going to fire on all cylinders. For Man United, I expect Rooney and Van Persie to hit it off. Albeit if Van Persie manages to stay injury free, of course. But and other than the two Manchester sides, I think Torres for Chelsea is going to have a much better season. I think the likes of Oscar and Mata and Hazard playing behind him is going to be a big help. He'll thrive on that, so I expect him to do well. Other than that, I think Suarez will contribute a lot more than he did in the past season. I think he was quite unlucky, so I think he'll score a lot more goals than he did under Dalglish anyway. So that's my six for goal scorers anyway. And then you usually get one in there that you don't expect to be in with a bunch. So hopefully, if it's Sunderland related, hopefully Fletcher, if we do sign him, he chips in with a lot of goals, you know. My winner, I think City's going to be too strong again. I expect them to bring in 1 or 2 new faces before the deadline day, before the transfer window closes. I think United's going to be strong again. You know, they've brought in a couple of new players, obviously Van Persie and Kagawa. Sorry, you don't pronounce it that way, but yeah, I think they're going to be strong. I don't think Chelsea are going to be as strong as people predict. Obviously, they've signed some great players, some great talents, but I think they're going to be a little bit too inexperienced. I don't think Di Matteo is going to be able to steer the ship too well. I think he'll finish 3rd, and City and United, it's going to be a 2-horse race again. It should be another brilliant season. I can't wait for it to start. My tips to go down, I'll start with the two Premier Club sides that win the league last season that I think will go down. I think Swansea's going to struggle without Rodgers. I don't think Laudrup's going to. I think he's going to flatter deceive in the league this season. I don't think he's going to manage too well. They've sold Joe Allen. They've lost Sigurdsson. There's rumours they're going to lose Sinclair. I think the likes of Danny Graham up front's going to struggle without them players. They've also lost Stephen Corker, who was on loan from Spurs. So yeah, I think it's going to be, you know, second season syndrome for Swansea this season, definitely. Wigan, I mean, I think I predict them every year to go down and just do the unthinkable time after time, but I think it's going to be a bit too much for them to survive this season. I think Martinez has done a really great job, but I think this season I can't see Wigan surviving. They've signed Konya, they signed Miyachi on loan, but you know, I don't think they're going to be the signings that they need, to be honest with you. Also, I think one of the 3 promoted teams are gonna go down as well. I mean, all 3 promoted teams stayed up last year, and I think it's nigh on impossible that it's gonna be a repeat of that this year. I think West Ham are very strong. They've signed some great players, signed some not so great players. George McCartney being one, but they've made some smart signings. Carroll's been linked with them. I think it's going to be Reading or the Saints. Sorry, Brizzy. Sorry. But yeah, I think it's going to be one of them 2 teams that go down. Possibly Reading. I mean, they've signed the Russian bloke from Fulham. But yeah, I think it might be Reading or Saints. Hopefully for Brizzy's sake, it's Reading that goes down instead of Southampton. I'd like Southampton to stop with Brizzy alone. So yeah, that's my 3 predictions for who are going down. Next up is my thoughts on PW events. The first event is the Tag Team King of the Forum. I've got a lot to say about that. I teamed up with Sen, who's a good friend of mine on the boards in the forum. I didn't expect to get in the final. That was a wonderful surprise. It was great to reach the final. I was honoured just to reach the final. You know, I didn't have any high expectations. There were some fantastic teams in the thing. I've got no qualms with losing Iron Maiden and Rogue, who were two, you know, lovely people, two brilliant posters. You know, they've won individual stuff before, and it was very close. I think we lost by 1 vote. So, you know, that was brilliant. It was a great experience. A lot of nice words got said about us, which you know, it's really nice to read stuff about yourself like that. And yeah, I can't thank people enough for voting for us, and it was a great experience. You know, I never do well in a individual King of the Forums, but I seem to do quite well. You know, tagging with someone else. I reached the semis with Industry a couple of years back, and yeah, it was a great experience. Definitely take part again. You know, it was quite weird. Me and Sen faced up against each other at WrestleMania, PW WrestleMania, and yeah, it was nice. It's nice to just take part. Next up was the PW gift exchange. Sadly, I couldn't take part in this. I'm a student, so anyone else who's been a student can sympathise a little. You know, the student loans have dried up slightly in the summer, and I'm waiting until September time really before I'm good for money. But this started, I think, June, July time, possibly June. I was quite gutted that I couldn't take part, but I swear I will take part in the next one. It's been a brilliant thread. I've kept up with it, and I think it's just admirable that so many people, you know, stuck with it and sent gifts to PW friends. I'd love to take part in the next one. I've actually had a bit banter with RT on Twitter and on the forum, saying that if we were to take part again, hopefully we got part together, because me and RT have had a bit discussion about Newcastle Brownhill, and I said he'd have to try Double Maxim, which for those of you that don't know, it's like the Sunderland equivalent. The brewery that used to be at Sunderland was called Vox Breweries, and they used to specialise in doing Double Maxim until it closed down, but you can still get Double Maxim here in England, but as far as I know you can't really get it overseas in Canada and stuff. So I said to him, if we do happen to get part together, I'd send them some Double Maxim to try, and I've also got a lot of brown ale glasses that we're talking about, so I'd definitely send them one of them as well, but I think I'd have to wrap it up quite carefully so it doesn't break before it reaches its way over to Canada. Day in the life, yeah, that's the next point. It was an idea I thought of and suggested to Froggy, and it's been a hit so far. We've done it twice, and the reaction's been brilliant. I think about 20 different posters have taken part so far, and like I said, the response has just been first class. I've had a lot of fun taking part myself. I've had fun just organising it and doing it. It hasn't been as time consuming as I first thought, so that's been a bonus, and expect another one up sometime this month. Also, Sen approached me in a PM recently suggesting a PW PW week in the life. So yeah, I think we'll do another couple of Day in the lives, and then we'll definitely give a week in the life a try. I mean, quite a bit of a hard task to undertake, but the end result will be brilliant and totally worth it. So we'll give that a shot. Just a little thing I'm noticing in the videos in the past, my voice hasn't matched up at the same rate as the video, so I apologise now if I'm appearing like Funaki and Taka Michinoku while you're watching this video on YouTube. I'm sorry, it's my laptop, it's not the greatest, it's only a Dell, but yeah. RT asked me for some stories about Malia. I've got a few. I'll try and be quick. I won't try and take up too much time on this. I've got a couple about myself, and then I've got one about a friend of mine, which is quite amusing. The first one is the second night. I was walking down the strip. It's just basically a long street of bars. You call it the strip. And there's a thing now where you can take a penalty at a keeper. and it's like, you know, there's a massive goal netting 12 yards back, but it looks a hell of a lot more back when you've had a lot of drink. But anyway, this is about 1 o'clock in the morning. I find this penalty shootout place on the second night. It's €5 just to take one penalty, just one. And the prize for scoring a penalty is a bottle of champagne, which must have cost €2 at the most, and is absolutely rank. It is disgusting. Anyway, first night I must have took about 6 or 7 penalties. I spent about €35 just trying to beat this goalkeeper. You know, sort of came a vendetta. I just wanted to score. I wasn't bothered about the champagne, I just wanted to score a penalty past this keeper, but I was very drunk. I'd had a lot of drink in the hotel, I'd had a lot of drink on the strip. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. €5 a penalty. I'd run out of money, so I borrowed €15 off my friend just to take penalties. Yeah, I was getting frustrated. I hit a penalty right at him, he saved it, so I ran and volleyed in a rebound. I had a bit of an argument with him. He was like, "You're shit." I think the guy was Italian. He's like, "You're shit." I was telling him, like, "I will score past you by the end of this holiday." And the guy who ran it, like the guy who blew his whistle, was the spitting image of an Italian footballer called, most of the British guys will know him. A couple of you guys who's watching overseas might not be aware of him. He's called Roberto Baggio. So I had a bit of banter with him, calling him Baggio. And he kind of embraced the nickname. He was actually a dead ringer for Baggio, and he had a son who was like a younger Baggio. So yeah, I actually got a photo with him, but my friend who took it on his phone, he got drunk like a couple of nights after, fell asleep on the strip and lost his phone, so there's no photographs of me and Baggio available, I believe. I think another friend might have took it on their camera. I'll have to try and see if they've got it. I'll post it in PW if they have. But yeah, anyway, third night I go again. Missed my penalty first go. My friend drags us away. It's like, "Come on, don't waste your money on this again." I was like, "Fair enough." Fourth night, I was like, right, I've been saying it, like drinking all the way on the way to the strip. I'm going to score past this bloke tonight. I'm going to score this penalty. I just run up, take a run up, envisage Stuart Pearce in the '96 European Cup Euros. I just smashed it top corner past the keeper, ran around the pitch, top up, Ravanelli style, top over my head, celebrating like wild. That was such a great moment. I was overjoyed to score. I got the bottle of champagne. I think we shared about half of the bottle and just went into the club and just left it. It was horrible, but that was just great to score. And on the way back, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. We'd been for a KFC just to sort ourselves out after all the drink. It was me and my friend left, and we passed that. I was like, I've got to go in. I really want to go and goal. And I save a penalty. Back home, I play in goal, and I'm a goalkeeper, mostly because I'm too unfit to play out. But so I was like, come on, let us go and goal. And eventually I twisted the guy's leg, and he let us go and goal. So it's me versus Baggio. First penalty, he steps up, senses the wrong way. It's like, shit, I'm going to regret this. I was like, one more penalty. And anyway, he smashes it. I saved it. I was absolutely over the moon with myself. Got a handshake from Baggio. He complimented us on my save. And I just walked home, you know, a spring in my step. I was so happy with that. So that's one story. Another story also involves Italians. I was in a bar one night. I think me and my friends were the only English people in there. There was a lot of African people, there was a lot of Italian, Brazilian people anyway. We befriended some Italians, me and my friend. We were very, very drunk. And we got turned to a couple of Italian girls who were absolutely beautiful. And a couple of Italian guys that supported Milan. I was that drunk, I was just blurting out random Italian player names to them for about 20 minutes. I was going, Montella, Vieri. I was just on and on, you know, listing off every Italian name you can think of. Costa Curta, and so on. And these Italians really liked us, because I was just randomly mentioning players' names, and I'd go Montella, and they'd repeat it, Montella. And I struck up like a rapport with these Italians, just saying random names. It was crazy. But they invited us to come to a bar with them, but for some reason we didn't. They told us that they'd be in the bar the same night, at the same time the next night, but we didn't see them. That's quite sad, you know. I struck up a nice friendship with them, but I never got to see them again. Another story is about my friend. He had a hell of a lot of drink. yeah, I had a lot of drink in the hotel, and we ended up getting to some bar. He spent about €60 within half an hour, which is an absurd amount. And he was just buying the strongest drink in the bar you could get. Just to give more detail of the story, you can get a drink called a head fucker, which is very strong. It's lots of different shots, vodka, rum, whatever, just mixed into one drink. And then there's a face fucker, which is even more stronger than that. So yeah, he was being greedy. He had a lot of these himself. We went back to the hotel to leave him for a little while with a few friends. We got a couple of drinks at the hotel, then went back. We found him, his legs wrapped around a lamppost, projectile vomiting. We had to drag him back to the hotel. He was swinging for us. He was in the right state. It was pretty scary. It sobered us all up straight away, because I'd never seen anyone in such a state like that. And he's quite renowned for getting in states like that, but still, it was like, you know, he bettered himself. He'd never been in a state like that before. It was quite surreal. When he's sober, he's a very quiet guy. Doesn't say much. He's a very nice guy. But when he's drunk, he's very loud, very funny. But yeah, we had to calm him down that night. Yeah, our hotel room nearly got trashed. He broke my bed that I had to fix the next day. Otherwise, I would have got a €100 fine. So yeah, it was quite funny. That's just a few stories. You know, I haven't really got time to expand on anything more. But hopefully that gives you a taste of some of the stuff we did over the RT. Alright, just answering a couple of GX's questions now. Just get a drink of water. Got a dry mouth. Talking a bit too much, I think. GX asked me about Nicklas Bendtner. What was my thoughts of him while he was at Sunderland? I like Bendtner a lot personally. I think he's a very gifted player. Obviously he's got a very big ego, that's no secret. But he was a good player. He was a bit hit and miss with the club. Yeah, his better performances tended to come against the bigger teams, the so-called bigger teams. But yeah, for the most part, he was a good player. Yeah, contributed with 8 goals, I believe. So I think he had a goal ratio of 1 in 3, which is good, decent for a striker like himself. Yeah, chipped in with assists. But I have him back. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've been linked with Fletcher for 15 million. Bendtner's being courted for going for 5 million. I'd have him back in an instant, but Bendtner, yeah, I think he enjoyed his time at the club, but personally, like, his lifestyle here, he didn't enjoy. There wasn't much for him to do. It wasn't as vibrant as London, obviously, and I think Bendtner will end up going to somewhere like Milan, which will be a good move for him. You know, I think he's a Champions League worthy player, so best of luck for him. You know. Bit of word association. Martin O'Neill, one word, exciting. I'm really excited about where Martin O'Neill's going to take us. We had a decent cup run last year. I'd love nothing more than to get to Wembley. I think the future is very bright under O'Neill. He's one of the best managers in the business, and club's in good hands, no complaints. Niall Quinn, saviour. He is our god. He's actually, you know, the fans brand him Sir Niall Quinn over here because of everything he's done. I don't think there's ever been as important a transfer in Sunderland FC's history as Niall Quinn. The things he's done for this club has been phenomenal. He's such a great person, very friendly, and yeah, I can't thank him enough for his contribution here at the club. Absolute legend, God, saviour. I can't just describe him in one word. Newcastle United, rivals, simple. I was actually having this discussion with Gaza and Monsoon. I'd much rather see Newcastle faring well than struggling and being in the Championship like they were the other season. I'd rather the 2 North East teams, you know, be in the top 10 of the league and enjoy, you know, some good football. It makes it better, you know. Ahead of Derby Day, everything's much better, you know. You have a bit banter with your mates. I've got a lot of friends who are Newcastle supporters. We get on great. You know, I know there's a bit of hatred there, but it always makes for a good laugh, and I'd much rather them be in the league than without them. I couldn't imagine, you know, football without Newcastle United. If Newcastle were to go the way of Portsmouth, for example, I'd be absolutely gutted. It wouldn't be the same, you know. That just speaks volumes about how important we are to each other. You know, you see the stuff with Rangers and Celtic. I'd be absolutely devastated if that happened in Newcastle. I mean, I might be coming across as a massive Newcastle fan. I am obviously not, but you know, I'd rather them be in the league for us to try and beat them each year than not. Last but not least, Jean, mercenary. He's a very talented player, but he's wasted his career. He's thrown it away just for money. It's a big shame. He's very talented. He's definitely worthy of playing in the Premier League, and he's just thrown it away. I'm not gonna say any more than that. He's quite disgusted with his career options. Just one little last thing I thought I'd mention. Yesterday, Thursday, I met my first two PW posters off the board. Well, obviously, I know JC91 already, childhood friends and stuff. We only live around the corner, so. But yeah, I met Gaza and Monsoon. Went in a bar in Newcastle, a Wetherspoons, and we had a few pints and a nice conversation. I found it very easy to talk to them straight away. We talked a lot. We talked about PW stuff, you know, the area, what we do for a living, family, politics, you know. Yeah, the two lovely blokes, very funny, much like we are on the board. I know they don't post as much now, which is a shame, but it's understandable why they don't post. They've got lives and stuff, you know. I'm not saying that we haven't all got lives, but they are very busy people. But yeah, it was great to meet them, and I'd love to go down London and meet the likes of Froggy and Brez and all the other guys, you know. So hopefully that's just the catalyst of more PW meetups. I think that's about all. I'm running at the 26-minute mark. This has just flown by. I found it quite comfortable to talk. I haven't stammered as much as I expected. So hopefully the video is not too bad for you guys. Hopefully it's a decent watch. And I might try and put another video up in the next few days. Obviously the Premier League season starts Saturday. SummerSlam is on Sunday. JC91's actually coming to my house to watch that. Me and another friend and him are going to have a few drinks and watch SummerSlam, so that should be quite cool. So possibly Monday I could do something about SummerSlam, and the first weekend of the season you can post again, give us some discussion points. So yeah, hopefully this video is alright. I've tried to speak slowly and clearly. So yeah, if there's any problems, let us know. Just give us feedback. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for being my guest. Thank you very much. I'm WMMS.